up, you guys? It's your boy the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 185. And I'll start off by saying this. I entered this chapter with expectations pretty damn low because I didn't really enjoy the last chapter. There were a few moments where I said, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. But for the most part, Usopp trolled the fuck out of me, man. I was thinking sharpshooter, so whatever, expectations were tampered. So with that being said, I was better able to enjoy this fight, at least this chapter, okay? Because now that I know what to expect, pretty cool. And Usopp is in typical Usopp fashion. If you've been around this channel long enough, you know that one of the things I really enjoy about Usopp is just the tall tales and lies that he tells and just how unorthodox he is. That's one thing for me that I really enjoy, is that Usopp can, go from being serious to being unorthodox to just providing slapstick humor, and he does a little bit of everything in this chapter. The chapter has a really cool shot where we see Usopp playing whack-a-mole. Like Miss Merry Christmas, she's going all underneath the ground, and we later find out when Chopper is analyzing everything, which is pretty damn cool. I forgot that he had that ability. But we find out that all of the holes that are underground are all interconnected. And it makes sense, because I was wondering how the hell she was able to move through the sand that quickly, or the ground that quickly, and strike Usopp in the manner that she did. She lands a pretty good, attack on the side of his face, gets his ear, everything. Usopp, man, like, that scars up. Usopp, oh my God, Usopp could tell all kind of stories. Like, I was wrestling a 10,000 pound man bear that had claws the size of skyscrapers. Like, you could see Usopp making like all kinds of bullshit stories over something like this. So that was pretty cool just to see that little element of it. And I like how Usopp is just bluffing his ass off at this point. Usopp saying, oh, I have 8,000 followers and this is a 5-ton hammer. And it even got me, because I was like, how the fuck is he able to lift a 5-ton hammer? And I was like, well, he's on the ship with Zoro. Maybe he's been lifting some weights with Zoro, I totally bought into it. So when it's revealed that that damn hammer is no heavier than a fucking paperweight, that blew my mind. Because Mr. Four comes up, doesn't he have a lump on his head? And right away, Miss All Sunday is fucking pissed, because she understands she got trolled, and she got trolled badly. Good job, Usopp. Good job. I had to clap for you on that one. That was pretty cool, man. And the slapstick humor, the element comes in when Chopper's just like, oh my God, you have 8,000 followers? And Usopp just gives him this look like, dude, shut the fuck up. It really reminds me, and I've told you guys in the past before, I have this friend who is literally the worst wingman ever. Like, it's literally the worst, man. And I think I've told, a couple stories about him. I have another one. Like, I remember when we went to go see The Hangover 3 a few years ago, right? And hold on, they had a double screening. Like, they had like one theater and then they opened up another because there was such a huge demand in pre-ticket orders, right? And so I'm going to the movies. I'm not expecting to meet nobody there, because in my experience, you don't really meet, women over 18 at the movie theaters. Like, it doesn't really happen. Like, if you want to meet somebody, you go out on the town. Like, that's just my experience. So I'm going to the movie theater, and, I'm dressed pretty nice and everything. And what ends up happening is I'm thinking he bought a ticket into a different movie theater. And so I'm texting him and everything. I'm like, oh shit, we're in the right theater. But as I'm walking in, I see this really, really cute brunette, and she's got a white and black dress on. Really, really nice, man. I'm thinking, whoa, shit, she looks good. So I go up and I start talking to her, right? And what ended up happening was as I'm talking to her, I realized that she had the problem I thought I had, which was she thought that her friends were in another theater. So what ended up happening is I'm talking to her, and she's trying to get other people to swap tickets with her. I'm like, yeah, I'll help. The whole time I'm trying to game the fuck out of her, right? I got her laughing, all types of shit. So I finally get her to think like, oh, I went and bought another ticket, by the way. Like, when she wasn't looking, like, I was like, okay, I think I see somebody over there. I went and bought another ticket. I was going to go in the movie theater with her. I know that's fucked up, okay? But I went and bought another ticket, and I talked her into going into the movie theater with me, right? I'm thinking, all right, I got this bitch. He comes out and pulls the Chopper thing. And my buddy says, hey, why do you have 2 tickets to The Hangover? And she just gives me this look. And because he says, why do you have 2 tickets in The Hangover? For the Hangover 3 movie. And we're in this theater. And I had a ticket into a theater that her friends were in. That's the type of shit Chopper did. And I'm sorry if the story went on a little longer than expected. Sounded a lot shorter in my head as I was thinking of it. But, fuck it. I won't take a lot of these reviews, so I'm just going to keep it in there. But I did love just seeing how Usopp gave Chopper that look, because I could just imagine the thoughts running in Usopp's mind where he's like, you're going to get us fucking killed. But that's why those two work, because Chopper realizes that, hey, we can't take too many hits like this. Let me go ahead and, pull out the scope, where he puts his, paws together and he's trying to zero in on the weaknesses. That was pretty cool. And I really appreciated that, simply for the fact that now that he knows what the weakness is, Usopp's going to pull out something very unorthodox to where, the victory is going to be at hand. So this was a really fun chapter to read, and a lot more fun than the last chapter. My chapter question for you guys is going to be centered around, obviously, the Usopp and Chopper connection. What do you think about the chemistry those two have? And what did you think about Chopper basically almost blowing Usopp's whole cover? I think Usopp's stuff was already blown, but what do you think about Chopper saying, you have 8,000 followers? I thought that was a complete fuck you moment on Chopper's end. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.